Well, welcome back. In our last clip in the WNDU Vault today, we talked about an oil spill in Michigan City that left behind major damage to parts of Trail Creek. But as you'll see in this next clip in the Vault shows us Michigan City wasn't the only area with water issues back in the 80s.
Elkhart Mayor James Perrin is a man with a mission. Perrin is mounting a one-man lobbying effort in Washington, and his mission is to find out if Elkhart will get Superfund money to help clean up its contaminated water.
I was over at the EPA yesterday, and we'll be talking with our congressional delegation this afternoon to try to see what we can do about speeding up the reauthorization of the Superfund program.
Elkhart is counting on federal Superfund money to pay for 2 airstripping towers that will clean up city water contaminated by TCE, an industrial degreasing chemical. But the Superfund bill is stuck in Congress because lawmakers can't agree on how to pay for it. Elkhart wanted to build the towers this summer, but the mayor says he was told the money probably won't come through till next year.
I'm not sure that we will be successful as a result, but we'll continue to persevere.
Perrin had another mission in Washington to convince Congress not to cut off federal block grants that pay for projects to keep low-income residents working and in livable housing.
If that's cut or eliminated, I really don't know how we're going to replace those funds, and there's going to be a lot of people hurting. I'm sure that's the case in a lot of cities across the country.
Mayor Perrin's problems may not be solved by Congress because Congress has problems of its own. The new Grand-Rudman deficit cutting bill is putting the pinch on nearly all federal programs, and this is not the time to be tapping into the federal treasury. Reporting from Washington, Linda Falkerson for News Center 16.
Okay. Gary was almost stumped, y'all. Sorry, Gary.
I was, and actually the reporter was from the Medill service from Northwestern University that covers the nation's capital for us back in the 1980s. So I didn't recognize her at first. I thought, who is that? But then I was like, oh, okay, I get it, because we had staff out there.
That is actually really cool, though.
Yeah, and you heard her mention the Graham-Rudman, it was actually Graham-Rudman-Hollings bill that was all about deficit cutting, and you don't hear many people talking about cutting the deficit anymore. That's kind of become, wow, that's just not